Alright, I'm gonna make this quick video. Keep it private and silent, because I promised my friend guy that I would not go to go live today on Facebook. He told me to take a day or two off from being live, so I hope he doesn't watch this, because I promised him I would. But I want to show you all this real quick. It looked like I'm gonna have more time than what I thought. So I had to come to this bank, to my bank, for some business transaction. And when I first got here, the line was all the way to the street. And so this is just how many people are in line now, or vehicles in line now, to probably making bank runs or dealing with banking issues. So because I have some time, seem like in this line, I might be here for a while. I decided, let me go ahead and go live. So let me put my AirPods in. Don't let him know. Hopefully he won't log in. That I wasn't going to do this because, or go live, period, just because I know I need a stress reliever, right? I know I've been working really hard with credit and some things, and I need days off where I'm not going live. So, you know, just away from that part of it, I've been working harder in the last couple of weeks. And so real quick, let me get into this, while I may be in line for a while at the bank, right? Number one, let's talk about some health tips right now through this pandemic. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a person that does a lot of research. I believe a lot of natural health. I believe in exercising, keeping your health intact. And some things you can do right now is, number one, keep your pH level 7+ or higher. Try to drink a lot of, this is some alkaline water that I drink. The more alkaline your water and foods are, it helps your pH level. Cousin, share this on my aunt's Kathy's page on Facebook. She's getting a lot of phone calls, so I reject it. She's a nurse, so and she's in the medical field. She can let me know some things I probably need to add next time I go live. Another water that I drink is Body Armor, because this pH is 9+. So you want to drink waters and eat foods that are high alkaline level. Keep your alkaline level at 7+ or higher. All right, thank you, cuz. Second thing, your vitamin D, which you get from the sun, right, helps build your immune system. So keep your vitamin D. If you can go outside, do some work in your yard, you know, get some sunlight in, let that sun penetrate, get into your body system, and keep your vitamin D at 100+ or higher, right? You get natural vitamin D, which builds your immune system from the sun. So the worst thing you can do at this time is not go outside and get some sunlight. And also, you can buy vitamin D supplements as well from any store that sells vitamin supplements. All right, last thing, definitely want to keep your vitamin C up to reduce your stress. Keep your vitamin C up. Some things that I've heard Amazon workers are going on strike, so I'm trying to hurry up and get their order in, or maybe going on strike, or, you know, walking out. So, I can't pronounce the name of this stone, that helps blocks radiation and radioactive rays. Tourmaline, I think I just did my research. Tourmaline, stones that I purchased, natural stones, tiger eyes. Just got off the phone with my friend guy that helps combat radiation. Have some bracelets. Some things for myself and my daughter as well. Also, I take 1,000 milligram a day of vitamin C as well. So you get your vitamin D from from the sun, right? And helps build your immune system. And man, I'm telling you all, these cars are steady coming in. I can just show you all. Let me change this on the bank run. Hold up. Let me pick my phone up and just show you. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard with my nails. But all these vehicles, all on the side of me, steady, are coming in at the bank. So I said, well, so this lets you know something is up. So that's to help you with your health, physical health. So let's get into your financial health and your credit. Just know that a lot of people are happy or happy about 90 days where you may not have to pay rent or your home mortgage. Just know that 90 days is like a forbearance period, right? But in 3 months or 90 days or June, all of that will be due in a lump sum at one time on top of the payment for June, right? So you need to be very, very careful of that, of not just paying your mortgage just because your mortgage lender or your bank told you that you don't have to. That 90 days is a forbearance period, right? Meaning that you don't pay for the next 3 months, April, May. When June comes, right? June or around the 1st of July. So you got April, May, and June. That's your 90-day forbearance. July comes, July 1st. Your payments for April, May, and June will be due, including July's payments. All at once, all at one lump sum, right? And so the most information I've gotten for banks, because I had to set an appointment to physically go inside, and I just finished speaking with the banker about some things, and I had just closed on the condo, right? I will be renting it out to a person that's an essential employee, and so that's had to wire some paperwork and do business inside of the bank. And so, one of the things you need to, and I spoke with the teller concerning this, is that it's forbearance, but everything would do it in a lump sum payment. The teller, or the bank employee also went on to tell me that the best you may want to do if you can't pay that all up front is do a loan modification, right? Thank you so much. She said, congratulations. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited. This is the biggest lesson ever, that people need multiple streams of income. And I did it all through credit, right? I believe in credit and infinite banking concept. Infinite banking is when none of your money is tied into the deal or into the real estate transaction, right? And so the infinite banking concept, which I've did some videos on that in the past. But so now your 3 months is due, and July 1st, that payment is due. And the only option is, if you don't have it, will be a loan modification. Now, a loan modification, she couldn't really answer and tell me if the late payments of that would be reported or affected on your credit score. The most she said was, we really won't know until, the summer, around June or July, if your loan modification will affect your credit in a negative way. And I'm saying this to say this. That's why I've been telling people that FICO 10 will be in effect in July. A lot of credit people or gurus or specialists are not informing people of this because they are still trying to sell their AU trade lines, right? AU trade line is when you're added on as an authorized user to someone's credit card, and your credit score may take a slight increase temporarily for 30 or 60 days, however long you are or the contractual agreement for you to be added when you buy that AU trade line for someone else or another company or credit specialist. So you have people that's still trying to sell AU trade lines, knowing that when July hit and banks officially inform people that we are under the FICO 10 model, that having an AU trade line on your credit score reporting is not going to be beneficial or helpful. In other words, that game is going to be played out because an AU trade line will only stay on your credit report for maybe 30 or 60 days at the most. We definitely need to chat. I need to set up an appointment. Okay, go to my website, Kelly, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. I mean, oh my, I'm going to show you another. I'm just surrounded by cars at this bank. People are making bank runs, trying to get their cash out because they know what's going on. They know what's going on. The whole time I've been live with you all. Let me get my phone again and show you. Is the time I'm in line to make my transaction as well. So I'm just slightly moving up. If it get darker, that's why. But let me get my stylus, because this is all behind me, all on side of me. People are making bank runs. So the entire time I'm live with you is the time I'm waiting just to get to the drive-through teller, right? Because I just left the inside to wire some funds for another real estate investment that I use with my credit. And so, yeah, so with that being said, people, FICO 10 is going to be here, and it's going to hit at the worst time, but I'm pretty sure they are aware of this, because just when this 90-day forbearance is up, and that's when they say, well, maybe if you can do a loan modification, because again, your mortgage payments for April, May, and June, and July will all be doing one lump sum at one time. And one lump sum at one time. So if you are able to make your mortgage payments, you need to make them. You need to make them. So what FICO 10 will do, and that's why I'm also telling people, do not buy any AU trade lines. You need to invest the money that you have to improve your credit score, because FHA just changed also for home buyers, just changed the qualifications to qualify for an FHA mortgage loan from the credit score being 580 to now 640, and between 640 and 680, right? From 580 to 640, now the credit score requirements are 640 and 680. And you can't have too many inquiries. That's why most people just look at a temporary AU trade line for 30 or 60 days and say, well, my credit score is increased, but they look at your overall credit profile as well. So if you can have a 680 credit score, but if you have collections, if you have too many hard pulls, aka inquiries, you still would be denied. And so all of these are factors, including Credit Karma being bought out by Intuit, which you get two of your credit reports, Equifax and TransUnion. Now Intuit has bought that out because FICO 10 will look at your overall debt ratio, right? See, under our current credit scoring, which is FICO 8 and FICO 9, it will look at a 30 or 60 day snapshot of your credit. That's why AU trade lines would temporarily help people get financed for like a vehicle or something, right? Under FICO 10, they're going to look at your total 2-year history. So if you just did something that will increase your credit score for 30 or 60 days, like buying an AU trade line, they're going to look at your 2-year history now and say, hey, you know what? You got some credit score increases by being added as an AU trade line on someone's account, but over your 2-year, we're not going to look at this 30 or 60 day snapshot. We're looking at your whole 2-year performance on your credit. So AU trade line is not going to help you when FICO 10 becomes in effect in July. So that's why I'm telling people right now that if you have the money, you need to pay on your mortgage. Don't think this 90-day, 3-month forbearance is a blessing, and then when July comes and you haven't paid for 3 months, now you have to have all 4 payments at once. And now they've changed the credit scoring system, and you will be at risk of losing your home. Losing your home, right? Because what are you going to do if you don't have all 4 payments? So if you can pay on your mortgage, pay it. If you still have income coming in, have it coming in. If you or you're looking for opportunities to get more cash flow in your life, you need to partner with me for this home-based business. It's only $249. So if you still have a credit card and you can, you have $250 left, you need to stop using credit card to be a consumer, which is to buy things that depreciate in value, and start using credit cards to invest, right? So I'm telling you, our FICO 10 that's going to come in July is going to drop 40 million Americans' credit score. So why not get in a credit business, and why not get in a credit repair business that's only going to require that you invest a small investment. You can work from home. You don't have to get out. You don't have to go into the public. Everything with the credit repair business is done electronically and online. The only thing you have to do is to get the clients and clientele. So when I'm telling you 40 million people are going to be affected in 4 more months, and you are looking for additional income, maybe your job is laying you off, maybe your job is cutting your hours, maybe you're out of work, period. If you still have that, you need to invest in this home-based business. So to know more about the home-based business, go on my website. Again, www.fix my Credit and Cashflow, home-based credit repair business, right? Because you need to do things that can make you cash flow rich right now, not just with your health, but with your credit and cash flow. And so why invest in businesses that you may have to ship products or things like that when, because of this health epidemic, those may not be options anymore. So if you're watching this, I'm still in line at the bank. I decided to go live. I didn't know it was going to take me this long. Make sure you watch the beginning of my video for some health tips. Keep your pH level 7+ or higher. Drink high alkaline water. This water is like 9+ alkaline. Drink high alkaline water also. Go to Kroger and drink alkaline water. Eat foods that are high in alkaline. Get your vitamin D. You want to have 100+ to keep your immune system of vitamin D. And also de-stress. De-stress. Don't be under stress. That's why my friend guy told me not to go live today, because stress also weakens and lowers your immune system. And tourmaline stones, natural stones. God has given us things within this earth, stones, his vitamin D from the sunlight, to help you with radioactive 5G that's being installed everywhere across the United States and causing health issues. So research those stones. Get you some oxygen-bearing plants in your house, especially if you work around computers a lot. If you're going to be around this 5G and radioactive. And if you haven't already, you need to get your credit score up the right way, right? Because when this credit score drop, you're going to have people who probably would like to invest in real estate, but now the opportunities to get a lot of these homes that will be in foreclosure or these rental properties. And I tell people all the time that this is the opportunity. Don't ever waste a good recession. This is the opportunity to get a lot of discounted real estate. I'm doing fine. May I have a checking deposit slip, please? All right, thank you. All right, I'm finally just not getting to the teller. I mean, this lines is long. And so now is the opportunity for you to get credit to acquire real assets. Real assets. Another thing that the rich and wealthy do during recessions to get richer is they buy real estate, real assets. And they also get real physical silver. I tell silver for the middle class because it's about $25 an ounce. You can also go on my website. It's a silver stacking report, so you can know what silver to invest in, because silver is not only a money metal, but it's an industrial metal as well, meaning that you use silver for computers, for solar panels, for batteries, right? And all of these things, Tesla that makes solar panels, more people will have more home gardening projects going in there, and they'll use the solar panels through Tesla that they produce. And so silver is going to give you a great return on your investment right now, right? So hey, go to my website. Everything you need is on there. Silver stacking. If you need credit help, gives you the instructions. Go to Credit Help Book online. Or if you just want to send me a message about the home-based business, where you can earn $200 to $600 a month of residual or higher of residual income for credit repair. You don't have to ship products or services. So hey, let me make my withdrawal right now. Thanks for tuning in, and watch this at the beginning so you can get your help tips as well if you're coming in at the end.